Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Monday, May 5th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks enjoyed your weekend, and I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Monday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I'll have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight, in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the remainder of this week, the upcoming weekend, which does include Mother's Day, and also into the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Monday night as we start fresh another new week, and also as we conclude this Monday. Actually, by the way, today, of course, I'm going to talk to you guys about this in just a couple seconds from now. Actually, today was Cinco de Mayo. And as I should have said at the beginning of this video, Buenos dias, everyone, is how they say in Spanish. But I'm going to keep it all in fluential English since I do not understand all of Spanish that well. Of course, today was, as I mentioned here, excuse me, today was Cinco de Mayo. And I'm going to talk today, of course, was Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo's deeply Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo's deeply rooted history in the Franco-Mexican War influenced Cinco de Mayo's deeply rooted history in the Franco-Mexican War influenced Mexican-American communities in the early years of the American Civil War. In the early 1860s, as the Civil War erupted, these communities took up the banner of the Cinco de Mayo celebration as a way to commemorate the cause of freedom and democracy. Today in the United States, Americans celebrate Mexican-American heritage and pride annually on this day, May 5th. So, Cinco de Mayo, for those of you that have not known this, Cinco de Mayo is Spanish for 5th of May. On June 7, 2005, the United States Congress issued a concurrent resolution. The resolution invited the President of the United States to issue a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to observe Cinco de Mayo with appropriate ceremonies and activities. According to Jose Alamelo, professor of ethnic studies at Washington State University in Pullman, a 2006 study found more than 150 official events celebrating the day. Celebrations surrounding the observance in the United States take on a significance beyond that in Mexico. They include displaying of banners and events highlighting Mexican culture, music, and regional dancing. School districts also hold special events to educate students about its historical significance. In the U.S., commercial interests today by celebrating Mexican products and services with an emphasis on beverages, food, and music. Here's how it's observed. Celebrate Mexican heritage, culture, and history. Explore foods and traditions, music, and here's how it's observed. Celebrate Mexican heritage, culture, and history. Explore foods and traditions, music, and cinema. Immerse yourself in the language and discover new connections. Uncover long-lost history and share your treasures. Share your Mexican heritage and use hashtag Cinco de Mayo to post on social media. Now here's the history behind Cinco de Mayo. In 1861, the Battle of In 1861, the Battle of Puebla pitched 6,000 French troops against a small, undersupplied Mexican force of 2,000 men. Not expecting to win the campaign, the Mexican army overcame the French in under a day. While the battle didn't win the war, the victory held great symbolism for Mexico during the Franco-Mexican War, and buoyed the army throughout the conflict. Each year, Mexico commemorates the day with celebrations across the country, though it is not a federal holiday. It was a regular day as usual. And to be honest, the answer is no. I did not consume or eat on any Mexican dishes today. In fact, to be honest with you guys, I have not had Mexican food in quite a while. It's been a minute since the last time I've had Mexican food, but I do like it. I've had tacos, enchiladas, refried beans, Mexican rice, nachos. I think the only Mexican food I've had within the past few months is nachos. But like nachos, what's your favorite Mexican dish? Is it tortilla chips, like salsa, chips and salsa? You know, when you go to a Mexican restaurant, they put chips and salsa on your table. So I hope you guys have had the chance to get into but I have eaten Mexican food on Cinco de Mayo before. So that's what this day is about. Every year on the 5th of May, regardless what day of the week it falls on. Excuse me. So I did not have any Mexican food today because I understood that, but I've known all along that Mexican restaurants today would be crowded. Now here's, excuse me. Here's what we know a little more so far about Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, which is Spanish for 5th of May, is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1682. Cinco de Mayo, Spanish for 5th of May, is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862, led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. Zaragoza died months after the battle from an illness. However, an enlarged French force ultimately defeated the Mexican army at the Second Battle of Puebla and then occupied Mexico City. Following the end of the American Civil War in 1865, the United States began lending money and guns to the Mexican liberals, pushing France and Mexican conservatives to the edge of defeat. At the opening of the French chambers in January 1866, Napoleon III announced that he would withdraw French troops from Mexico. In reply to a French request for American neutrality, the American Secretary of State, William H. Seward, replied that French withdrawal from Mexico should be unconditional. More popular in the United States than in Mexico. Cinco de Mayo has become associated with the celebration of Mexican-American culture. Celebrations begin in Columbia, California, where they have been observed each year since 1862. The day gained nationwide popularity beyond those of Mexican-American heritage in the 1980s due to the advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. Today, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl. In Mexico, commemoration of the battle continues to be mostly ceremonial, such as through military parades or battle reenactments. The city of Puebla marks the event with various festivals and reenactments of the battle. Cinco de Mayo is sometimes mistaken for Mexican Independence Day, the most important national holiday in Mexico, which is celebrated on September 16, commemorating the city of the Lars in 1810, which initiated the Mexican War of Independence from Spain. Cinco de Mayo has been referenced and featured in entertainment, media, and has become an increasingly global celebration of Mexican culture, cuisine, and heritage. Excuse me. So here's Cinco de Mayo in the United States. According to a paper published by the UCLA Center for the Study of Latino Health and Culture, or the CSLHC, about the origin of the observance of Cinco de Mayo in the United States, the modern American focus on that day first started in California in 1863 in response to the resistance to the French rule in Mexico. Quote, far up in the gold country town of Columbia, now Columbia State Park, Mexican miners were so overjoyed at the news that they spontaneously fired off rifle shots and fireworks, sang patriotic songs, and made impromptu speeches, end quote. A 2007 UCLA news, excuse me, a 2007 UCLA newsroom article notes that the holiday, which has been celebrated in California continuously since 1863, is virtually ignored in Mexico. Time magazine reports that Cinco de Mayo started to come into vogue in the 1940s during the rise of the Chicano movement. The holiday crossed over from California into the rest of the United States in the 1950s and 1960s, but did not gain popularity until the 1980s when marketers, especially beer companies, capitalized on the celebratory nature of the day and began to promote it. It grew in popularity and evolved into a celebration of Mexican culture and heritage. First in areas with large Mexican-American populations like Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, New York, followed by Cleveland, Boston, Indianapolis, Raleigh, Dallas, San Antonio, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Miami, Orlando, Denver, Phoenix, Philadelphia, Tucson, San Francisco, San Jose, and San Diego. In a 1998 study in the Journal of American Culture, it was reported that there were more than 120 official U.S. celebrations of Cinco de Mayo in 21 different states. An update in 2006 found that the number of official Cinco de Mayo events was 150 or more. And according to Jose Alomado, a professor of ethnic studies at Washington State University in Pullman, who has studied the cultural impact of Cinco de Mayo north of the border, Los Angeles' Fiesta Broadway has been billed as the largest Cinco de Mayo celebration in the world, which is most certainly was at its peak in the 1990s when it attracted crowds of 500,000 or more. In recent years, attendance has seen a dramatic decrease. On June 7, 2005, the United States Congress issued a concurrent resolution calling on the President of the United States to issue a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to observe Cinco de Mayo with appropriate ceremonies and activities. To celebrate, many display Cinco de Mayo banners while school districts hold special events to educate students about its historical significance. Special events and celebrations highlight Mexican culture, especially in its music and regional dancing. Examples include ballet folklore and mariachi demonstrations held annually at the Plaza del Pueblo de Los Angeles near Alvaro Street. Commercial interests in the United States have capitalized on the celebration, advertising Mexican products and services with an emphasis on alcoholic beverages, foods, and music. According to Nielsen, in 2013, more than $600 million worth of beer was According to Nielsen, more than $600 million worth of beer was purchased in the United States for Cinco de Mayo, more than for the Super Bowl or St. Patrick's Day. The May 4th, 2023 edition of the Washington Post published an article describing the holiday of Cinco de Mayo as an American holiday with Mexican roots and not necessarily a Mexican holiday. So that is what we know about Cinco de Mayo here on this day. This is what we know about Cinco de Mayo here in the United States. Observed each year on the 5th of May, regardless what day of the week it falls on. And today also was National Silence to Shame Day, National Astronaut Day, Melanoma Monday, National Hoagie Day, National Totally Chipotle Day, and also today was National Cartoonist Day. Now here's my famous birthday segment here on this Monday night. So here's my famous birthday segment here on this Monday night. Today, TV actress Jenna Davis turns 21. R&B singer Chris Brown turns 36. Pop singer Adelaide turns 37. World music singer Zavi turns 21. Movie actor Henry Cavill turns 42. Pop singer Jax turns 29. Hockey player Mitch Marner turns 28. TV actress Danielle Fishel turns 44. TV actress Gabrielle Neve Green turns 20. Rock singer Movie actor Mark McKenna turns 29. Pop singer Craig David turns 44. Tennis player Arna Sabalenka turns 27. TV actor Kalama Epstein turns 25. Model Charlotte D'Alessio turns 27. Movie actor John Rice Davies turns 81. TV actor Johnny Gray turns 26. And movie actor Clark Duke turns 40. Those are our following famous people who have had celebrated their birthdays earlier today on Cinco de Mayo, including the most notable. And now, something very serious is about to happen with our weather here, especially as we go into the day tomorrow. So, and of course, hope y'all. Of course, now, the weather for the weekend absolutely turned out to be very nice. So it's like one of the we've had a break from the humidity and the rain chances. So it's been nice for us to catch a little break from the rain, but so what I need you to focus on, if you haven't already, please make sure you're prepared for a full day's worth of rain during the day tomorrow, because some of us could be looking at quite a bit of rain tomorrow to impact your Tuesday. So if you haven't already, make sure you pack those umbrellas and have those umbrellas ready for tomorrow as we go into your Tuesday, because the National Weather Service is under a flood watch that goes into effect tomorrow morning through at least Wednesday morning. So we're about to get into it. So we've had a nice break from the active weather while we've enjoyed it. So hope y'all have enjoyed at least the past couple of days of sunshine, especially over the weekend where we got to see the most sunshine. So this is the forecast that I have for you if you prefer clouds and rain. So it looks like we're gonna be looking at. So we're going to be looking at rain chances in the forecast. That's likely going to stay in the forecast through at least the end of the week. So, and of course, I do have some drier days in the forecast as well. So get ready for another extended long stretch of wet weather on the way. So our stormy wet pattern resumes tomorrow. So we've had a nice break from it the past couple of days, especially over the weekend. We've had some of the nicest weekends to enjoy. So here's what's so if you haven't already, please get yourselves prepared for a day's worth of rain tomorrow as you head into your Tuesday. A flood watch remains in effect for the entire four-state region from 7 a.m. Tuesday through 7 a.m. on Wednesday due to the threat of excessive heavy rainfall. A flood watch remains in effect for the entire four-state region from 7 a.m. Tuesday through 7 a.m. Wednesday due to the threat of excessive heavy rainfall on top of already saturated soils. Rainfall amounts during this time frame will likely average between 2 and 4 inches, isolated higher totals of 5 inches or more possible in some areas. So we are under a moderate flood watch that goes into effect first thing tomorrow morning through first thing Wednesday morning. So we have a flood watch. We have a moderate flash flood risk with so a flash flood risk with saturated soil conditions in place of. So we have a flood watch with moderate flash flood risk with saturated soil conditions in place ahead of more heavy rain. This is from 7 a.m. Tuesday morning through 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. That's 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday, through 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. And of course, this rain will likely impact the entire four-state region, all across the entire four-state region. Most likely rainfall between 2 and 4 inches isolated. So rainfall is most likely rainfall between 2 and 4 inches with isolated spots 5 inches or greater. Excessive rainfall may lead to flooding of low-lying areas, rivers, creeks, and roads. So you know the motto here: turn around, don't drown. So we could be looking at lots of rain on the way, especially during the day tomorrow. So the threat of heavy rainfall and flash flooding will excuse me. The threat of heavy rainfall and flash flooding will return across the region. The threat of heavy rainfall and flash flooding will return across the region on Tuesday into Tuesday night as the next major storm system arrives. Given already saturated soil conditions, flooding concerns will only be exacerbated with additional rises on area lakes and rivers, and also expected later this week and beyond. So here's the threat of flash flooding returning on Tuesday. So this is what we have here. We're under a moderate risk, so we could be looking at some potential serious flooding to impact your day tomorrow going into your Tuesday. So if you hope you've spent these past couple of days getting prepared for this potential significant weather event that's on the way. And of course, so here's the specifics. That's a category 3 wind under a moderate risk of flooding. Excessive rainfall throughout the day, Tuesday to Tuesday. Now that's basically throughout the day, Tuesday tomorrow. Here are your specifics. Main timing risk Tuesday through Tuesday night across the vast majority of the 4-state region. Rainfall totals of 2 to 5 inches are expected this week, with the majority occurring Tuesday through Tuesday night. So we could be looking at quite a bit of rain. And here's the potential rainfall amount. So, however, the city of Shreveport alone has a little slightly lower, but it looks like that we could get more than what I'm showing, because we could be looking at quite a bit of rain. So you want to drive carefully, drive cautiously, especially if you're commuting yourselves on your way to work tomorrow morning or getting your kids off to school. And here's the risk of severe weather set up for your Tuesday. In addition to the flooding rain potential on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, there's also a chance for some severe weather across the region. While the best chances will be across portions of deep East Texas and Northwest Louisiana, the entire region is included in some level of risk. Damaging winds and large hail would be the primary threats, with a few tornadoes also possible during the afternoon and evening. So here's your threat of severe weather on Tuesday. This is level 2 out of 5. So I have multiple ways to get severe weather warnings. So this is be Tuesday afternoon through the evening. So severe weather for sure cannot be ruled out. So be prepared for the possibility, the potential of the risk of severe weather to occur. And also just be sure to have all your devices charged, your smartphones, laptop, PCs, and your tablets. So I will be keeping you guys up to date with this potentially dangerous weather, this potentially chaotic situation we're about to deal with. So the greatest risk for severe storms across parts of East Texas and Northwest Louisiana. And here are the potential hazards: damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or greater, large hail or quarter size or large, and a few tornadoes are also possible. So that puts us in a risk of category 2 across the portions of East and Deep East Texas into portions of West Louisiana. This severe weather risk does include the Shreveport-Bossier, the vast majority of the Shreveport-Bossier metro area. Elsewhere, like Northeast Texas, Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest and Southwest Arkansas, and portions of Northwest Louisiana, safe for the Shreveport area, portions of North and Central Louisiana under a marginal risk. So this is going to be a very serious weather situation. So this is why tomorrow is being declared a weather alert day. So I need you guys to please get prepared for tomorrow's potentially. So tomorrow our weather could be potentially extremely active. Like I said, I hope you guys have had the chance to enjoy the break from all the active weather from the past couple of days. We actually got to see squeezing a few showers earlier during the evening, but those are since dissipated. But we're looking for more seriously heavy rains to impact, and I'll explain why unfortunately tomorrow may not be the only day with a decent rain chance. While tomorrow may not be the only day we'll be dealing with rain. Your average and your records for this day. Normal high is 82. Normal low is now 60. Record high is 93, set on this day back in 1952. 41 is the record low set on this day back in 2013. Excuse me. So this basically, so a flood watch is in effect for basically the entire four-state region. Across all of the four-state region is under a flood advisory, as well as Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has issued the entire state of Louisiana, has declared the entire state of Louisiana a state of emergency due to the potential risk of flash flooding. So, do you get prepared now? So, hope y'all have gotten a chance to get your sandbags to protect, keep high waters away from your home and from your business. So, and this is what you're seeing here on the Shreveport radar here on this Monday night, with a few showers across our east portions of East Texas and also deep East Texas, and just a few spotty showers just south of Shreveport. We saw a couple showers that came through earlier during the evening, especially when we saw lots of clouds. Also, of course, to lead them into portions of west and central Louisiana, they're dealing with a few showers. And the same weather situation here with the small shower just in portions of East Texas and also deep East Texas, into portions of Southeast Texas, also into portions of mainly Central and South Louisiana are dealing with the heaviest of the rain here on this Monday night, and all of this is going to be caused by a huge area, a large area of low pressure. That's what's going to give us the very heavy rainfall tomorrow going to your Tuesday. So, and of course, now just a few days ago we were dealing with another serious, well, another dangerous serious. So, of course, we started there with some sunshine. Of course, we managed to see more. We managed to see lots of clouds. So daytime high temperatures actually reached the low 80s earlier today. So we were just about close to normal. But tomorrow, because of clouds and rain, temperatures will not be as warm. So we managed to squeeze in just a couple showers earlier during the evening, since we've been dealing with lots of clouds. So we started there with just a small peaks of sunshine. Of course, we met early in the day. We did start there with some sun. Then we start to see the clouds moving through it. So of course we managed to dip a couple shower or two from there, but nothing significant. But not like what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. Temperature outside on this Monday night is 72 degrees with cloudy skies. Humidity is 57%. Dew point is 55 degrees. We have a southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 29.92 inches of mercury. Again, as listed from the National Weather Service, a flood watch is in effect. That begins tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. through Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. So a flood watch remains in effect from Tuesday morning through Wednesday morning. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible, and all portions of flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible across South and Southwest Arkansas, North and Northwest Louisiana, East and Northeast Texas. From Tuesday morning through Wednesday morning, flooding may occur in poor drainage in urban areas. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. So you should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. Unsettled weather continues in the southern plains and northeast into midweek. 2 storm systems will continue to bring unsettled weather to the lower 48 through the middle of the week. Heavy to excessive rainfall may lead to flash flooding over portions of East Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley Tuesday into Wednesday. Severe thunderstorms are possible from the portions of the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley Tuesday. So we could be looking at very unsettled weather will likely remain in the forecast for at least the next several days. So if you haven't gotten yourselves prepared for this significant weather event, the time to prepare for this significant weather event is now. So all is quiet at the moment, but now I'll let you guys know exactly what time we should be expecting this rain. So tonight, expect cloudy skies with a few showers and thunderstorms, with a low temperature of 63 degrees. So once now it's been nice for us to have a break from the. It's been nice for us to have a temporary break from the heat from the humidity. Now for the second day in a row, we actually started off with low temperatures in the 50s, and that probably will be some of the last times we see temperatures bottoming out in the 50s until sometime in the fall. Good evening to you, Tracy. How are you doing? Good evening to you, Tracy. How are you doing on this Monday night? And happy birthday to you. And how was your day today? So tonight, expect it will be cloudy with a few showers and so expect cloudy skies with a few showers and thunderstorms. Especially this is during overnight hours with a low temperature of 63 degrees. Happy birthday, Tracy! And how was your day today? We have an east-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Chance rain 80%. So we could be looking at least rainfall totals close to just slightly under 0.2 of an inch of rain. But now this is what we're going to be expecting overnight tonight with the rain events beginning. But tomorrow actually is going to be tomorrow actually is going to be the day we see it all developing. During the day tomorrow, going into your Tuesday. Also because of cloud cover and excessive rain, torrential downpours, high temperatures tomorrow will only be in the low 70s. Of course, that is well below normal for this time of year. Well, that was nice. Did y'all go eat Mexican since it was Cinco de Mayo? Excuse me. So it will be cloudy and of course cooler with clouds and expected torrential downpours. High temp. It will be cool with a few strong thunderstorms. Except breezy conditions in the morning. Risk of major flooding and of course storms can produce hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. So I need you guys to please be prepared. Have all your devices charged, your smartphones, laptop, PCs, and your tablets. And also make sure you have plenty of essential equipment like flashlights and batteries should your home or business lose power during the storms tomorrow. High temperature tomorrow 71 degrees. We have an east-southeast wind at 12 miles per hour. We could see gusts up to 29 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. This is during the day tomorrow. So we're going to be experiencing quite a bit of days worth of heavy downpours. So while nothing like this to be happening developing overnight, I take that back. So again, the National Weather Service is under a flood watch. National Weather Service is under a flood watch which begins tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. through Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, expect storms to occur off and on during overnight hours tonight. So with temperatures mainly in the low to mid 60s. I wouldn't blame you by not going to. I wouldn't blame you, but I wouldn't blame you, but I'd say by going to a Mexican restaurant, my preference would be just to wait another day, or when the crowd, or maybe like close to the end of the week when the crowds are more normal. But we'll start off tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with cloudy skies, temperature 64 degrees. We actually will start off tomorrow morning dry, so be prepared. Get the rain gear ready. You know the works. Rain, get rain. rain ponchos, umbrellas, rain ponchos, rain. Get the rain gear ready. Rain, like umbrellas, rain ponchos, rain boots, rain jackets. You'll need it all. So we start out tomorrow morning 64 degrees with cloudy skies. 9 a.m. tomorrow with cloudy skies, so we should be at 67 degrees. Noon tomorrow with thunderstorms, so we should be at 67 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with cloudy skies, so we should be at 68 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with cloudy skies, so we should be at 70 degrees. And 9 p.m. tomorrow night with thunderstorms, so we should be at 69 degrees. And because of that, temperatures actually we will not see much of a rise in temperatures during the day tomorrow. So get yourselves prepared for a very wet and stormy day. And because of cloudiness, high temperatures will only be in the low 70s, which is actually 7 degrees below normal for this time of year. So here's what the next 7 and 10 days have in store for us. It's at the low temperature night, 63 degrees. That's actually a few degrees below normal. That's actually a few degrees above normal for your low temperature. Now tomorrow, going to your Tuesday, as I just mentioned, it will be cloudy and cooler because of cloud. It will be cloudy and cooler with a few strong thunderstorms. Expect breezy conditions in the morning. There's a risk for major flooding. Of course, storms can produce hail-damaging winds and tornadoes. With the high of 71 and low of 68, winds will be from the east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. We could see gusts up to 29 miles per hour. Chance of rain 100%. So we're looking at lots of rain tomorrow. We should be expecting at least over 2.5 inches of rain just in one day. But that's not all the rain we're gonna have. And of course, we'll start to get into the more scattered, the numerous chances. But tomorrow, at this point, we're looking at one of the most widespread rainfall. The rain chances do continue since we have that lingering system around. Going to your Wednesday, expect mostly cloudy skies with thunderstorms. It will be humid and seasonally warm for your Wednesday. Expect mostly cloudy skies with thunderstorms in portions of the region for your Wednesday. High of 82, low of 66. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. We're not looking at rainfall should not be as significant for your Wednesday. And also for your Thursday, it will be partly cloudy and humid with a couple showers in the morning, followed by thunderstorms in the afternoon. Another day with storms with a high of 81, low of 60. Winds will be from the north at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. And of course, the rain chances will continue even as we go into your Friday. It will be cloudy with a few showers and thunderstorms as we wrap up this week. With the high of 76, low of 55. Winds will be from the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. And finally, just in time for the upcoming weekend, we start to see the return of sunshine, much like what we saw just this past weekend. It will be pleasant and rather comfortable for your Saturday with plenty of sunshine. High of 78, low of 54. Winds will be from the north at 10 miles per hour. No rain is expected. And Sunday, do not forget, it's Mother's Day. And of course, all the moms out there should have a nice day heading as we go into your Sunday. So weather's looking great for mom as of right now for your Mother's Day. It will be a pleasant day for moms out there with plenty of sunshine with a high of 80, low of 57. Winds will be from the north at 8 miles per hour and no rain is expected. And as we go into your Monday, week from today, the next Monday, which is the 12th, expect another day of plenty of sunshine, high of 80, low of 60. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. So it looks like that we're getting to a phase for the upcoming weekend. Going into the start of next week, we're looking at dry conditions. But we just have to get through the next. But first, we just have to get through the next few days. Now Tuesday, which is the 13th, expect mostly sunny skies with highs in the low 80s and no rain expected. Of course, Wednesday, expect partly cloudy skies, maybe a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm or two with highs in mid 80s. Next Wednesday, which is the 14th, expect partly cloudy skies, maybe a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm or two with highs in mid 80s. Chance of rain 20%. Next Thursday, which is the 15th, expect very warm temperatures with plenty of sunshine, highs in the upper 80s, and no rain expected. So So once again, tomorrow after next 7, so basically much of the next 7 to 10 days is we're basically not going to be much too far from May standards. So tomorrow, over the next several days, will easily be the coolest day with high temperatures only reaching the low 70s. Some areas may not get out of the some areas may not even get out of the 60s during the day tomorrow. So we're going to be just that cool with clouds and lots of rain. We'll have a high temperature in the low 70s with the expected excessive rainfall with the potential flooding on the way. So be prepared for that. Highs will only be in the low 70s, which is well below normal for this time of year. Both Wednesday and Thursday, we have high temperatures close to normal with highs in the low 80s each day. Looking warmer. Then we'll kind of have a cool down towards the end of the week with highs in the mid to upper 70s for both Friday and Saturday and lows in the 50s each day. And of course, we'll settle in with highs reaching in the low 80s for both Sunday, which is Mother's Day, both Sunday and Monday of next week. We're finally drying out. Estimated rainfall totals, we should be looking at anywhere between 3 and 3.5 inches between now and the start of next week. So we could be looking at quite a bit of rain. Most of this rain is actually going to occur during the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. Easily tomorrow is the highest rain chance, the most widespread. 100% chance of rain tomorrow for your Tuesday. 50% rain chance for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And finally, for the weekend, as you go into your Saturday, for the upcoming weekend, no rain is expected for Saturday, Sunday, which of course is Mother's Day, and also Monday as you get into the start of next week. And most of next week should rather be seasonally warm and rather dry. So once again, get prepared for for entirely super soaking and stormy Tuesday with the flood watch in effect from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning through 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Monday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night, sleep peacefully, take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.